Hey everyone, Corey here. I am coming back to do my yearly predictions for each and every zodiac sign. These messages will be recorded and posted as they are available. So if you are reading this, if you're seeing this one and you're like, well, where's all the rest? They will come. They will come in time. I'm trying to get them all done before I go out for surgery, and so that they are available to you. I am asking this year for in the comments below, there is a donation space where it's a PayPal link. And that PayPal link is the link where you can donate a coffee to me. This year, when all of these recordings will roll itself out, I will be heading into surgery in December and having to take some time off of work. I am not I'm not going to be off forever. It is going to be temporary. I just don't know how long it's going to be yet, for sure, before I can do any work. But I'm going in for a spinal fusion on my L3, 4, and 5, and S1, I believe it is. I think that's the plan as of right now. So I will be taking time off. So this year, I am asking for some support. And I thought I've been paying into an insurance plan for years that I thought would be covering this. And I have found out that it is not covering. So I will not have any medical coverage, any loss of wages or anything for this time off. And so I do need the support. So I'm just asking. So you will see this on the beginning of each and every video. And so if you go to YouTube and in the link below, there will be a space in the comments that is my PayPal link. If you can, if you can't, it's totally okay. It's tough times for a lot of people, and I totally understand. Still enjoy your reading as much as you ever would have. I'm just honored to be able to share it with you. So this one is, so moving forward, this and every one that's coming will be released as the appropriate times for the video to appear. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That also helps me to be able to grow the channel and to be able to get sponsorship on the channel as well, which is what I am hoping to achieve in this 2024 or before 2024 hits. Who knows? But thank you for your love and for your support. Hello, coming in to do the Virgo and forecast reading for 2024. So we're moving through all of the zodiac signs and all of the energy updates, or all the forecast readings for the energy of each sign. And so Virgo, and where do I go with Virgo? I feel like for some of my Virgos, this is the year you make your mark. This is the year that you finally get that sense of gratification in knowing that the efforts you have put in are being recognized, being seen, as if you are getting some sort of validations for the journey you have taken and the things that you have done in this lifetime. You may have achieved some, some big things, but it's gone unrecognized or unseen by others. And now it's being acknowledged. And so I have some sense of acknowledgement that's coming in as well for you, for my Virgos in this coming 2024. I have some of life being like a turtle's pace, like really going on that sense of, because I'm getting turtle energy. And so I have turtle. If you work with animal spirit, animal energy, then go look up the turtle and see how the turtle resonates with you. Also, the turtle has all 12 of those squares on its back. On its back. So there's something in that turtle energy that's really calling you in this year, and to work. So if you work with spirit animals, work with the turtle. And so now also for Virgos, and where Virgo's energy is going is to, there is going to be areas of your life where you're not going to kind of have the heads up on what to do next. And that's kind of going to throw you off, because Virgos like to have a plan and an idea and a knowing. But there's going to be a lot of times this coming year where you start to recognize that, oh, I don't know. And there's a lot of unknown that is taking place. And not that you're going to be comfortable in it, but you're going to have to walk the unknown, walk new paths, walk places, walk into places and spaces, or meet people that you have never met before, and be able to navigate through those experiences. So we have that sense of navigating through new experiences, navigating on new journeys, maybe walking a whole new path that you have not walked yet in your lifetime, that you have not yet had to experience. But this may be the year that you may have to experience something that others may have experienced before, but it's your first time experiencing it. You've not been there before. You've not been through that experience. So this may be the year that, that you will walk those paths and those journeys coming forth. Now I am going to switch gears here, and I'm going to switch cameras, and I'm going to go over into the cards for a few moments here and just see what we have coming up. Give me a moment. And so I want to share with you one of the cards that we have appearing here. So we have Delilah, the awakening. See, and this ties so into what I'm speaking about the unknown journeys. I feel like for some of my Aries energy, this is a year of awakening. And if you've told me you've awakened, oh, I'm already awakened. Yeah, there's different levels and stages to awakening. We don't just awaken once, we awaken on each level. And so wherever you have been trapped in the weeds before, and this is another one of my cards that has that fine line. It's the fine line between sinking in the mud and rising above. And it's all in our choices, right? And so she's made the choice to, to either rise up, or that she keeps dipping her toe back into the weeds, keeps dipping our toes back into an old experience. And so this unknown means you're walking the path you've never walked before. Now, also, there's a little heads up comes with this awakening. With this awakening card and with Delilah, there is going to be a bit of a temptation for some of my Virgos this year to, when you're walking something new, you're doing something new, is you may find yourself backsliding or slipping. So you may be doing very well with a weight loss program, leaving behind an addictive pattern behavior, an old relationship, whatever it may be, but you may find yourself backsliding. It's that belief that I could just have one, I can just do this, I can just put my foot into this, I can just, right? It's like, oh, I'm obsessed with chocolate, but oh, I can just have one and I'm good with just one. No, if you were good with just one, you would not have gotten into the obsession with chocolate that you've already had. So that's a lie we tell ourselves to give ourselves permission to continue to do the things that we ultimately know are not really good for us, but takes us away from getting to our true destination of being content with ourselves and finding our sense, making peace with, no longer allowing that sense of holding on to. And so this level of honesty is going to appear to you this year. If you are my Virgos, or wherever Virgo sits for you, and that you may start to realize, that every time that I do that, I am self-sabotaging my possible future of being free of this experience. Yet I'm the one who keeps believing that I could do it. I can just step into this. I can just do this once. I can just be a part of this. And so, of course, this is the beginning of your year. And so it's revealing itself very early in the year so that you can remember this all the way through, and what it takes to keep rising once we go through that awakening, because you don't get to go back, but you don't get to go back to what once was. Even if you go back to, say, the same body, like in the mirror, you've gained back the weight, You're still not the same person who was in that weighted body previously. A lot has changed. You have changed. So it's not the same scenario. Now you're carrying another story. Now you're carrying more weight of in the thoughts or in the mind that, oh, here's one more time I have failed on myself. Here's one more time that I was backsliding back again. How did I end up here again? So to avoid that is to continue to look into that sense of radical thinking for ourselves, is that if I just keep thinking of how good I will feel, how empowered I will feel, to learn how to use my nose, even for myself, and not as a punishment, but as a conviction, that I make that conviction towards the things that are going to bring me satisfaction in my life. And so here we bring in serenity. And serenity is the eye of the storm. And so storms are going to rise, opportunities are going to rise, things are going to come and go. Do we, when life gets difficult or when we're challenged or when we have a shitty day, will having the thing that is going to bring you back down here fix the shitty day? No. The thing that's going to fix that crappy day that you're having, change the language here, the thing that's going to change that day for you, the thing that's going to change that experience for you, is the fact that you empowered yourself to say no to all of the other things that becomes the spiral, that is the weight that spins you backwards into the old. The storms will come, but if I stay loyal and truthful and honest with myself, stay in that sense of peace, stay in my center, then the storm shall pass, because everything is temporary. The storm shall pass, and I shall be able to see the sun just came shining in on your card. See, there's an experience here for you, Virgos. And so the sun is saying, here we are, and you will feel the sense of empowerment. So the horse becomes the Pegasus, right? The donkey, that magical donkey story that I often will share. And so what if we can ride the waves? What if we can allow ourselves to get into the flow and stay still holding on to the fact that I don't have to lose myself anymore. I don't have to sacrifice myself. I don't have to keep going back down into the weeds to feed the monster, to feed that shadow, to feed the essence of the past. Is that what my shadow self really wants? Is for me to rise. It wants me to come into the light. It wants me to walk in my truth. My truest of self is cheering me on. I have to become my biggest inspiration. I have to inspire myself. And that includes truly standing in my light and being what I choose to be. If I choose to be free, then I have to live in the sense of freedom. If I choose to be without the burdens, then I have to choose to live burden free of those burdens that I'm bringing into my life. Where am I contributing? And so there's a real maiden energy here that is just saying, this is a repeat cycle. What do I keep repeating? And it's time to rise above this. And so Delilah ties into the temptation. Tempted to go against what we know to be right, what our heart is telling us, what we want, so what we truly need and want in our lives, about what we absolutely love, to betraying that parts of ourselves. So this is the year where, you have to really look at this. Am I done betraying myself? Because what do I seek the most, right? Is that I seek that sense of serenity and what it means to step into serenity, and to be as if I am capable of being able to be on top of the water. What's supporting me under the water? What's supporting me under those emotions? So being on top of the emotions, being on top of the emotional situations, is recognizing I can feel this. I feel this coming in, but if I nurture what I've been working towards instead of nurturing the fear story, maybe this year is the year that I can achieve those things that I'm really, truly hoping to achieve. Those things that have been in my dreams, those things that I've been wanting to accomplish, as if there's magic. And so the magic is, comes when you start seeking the magic each and every day and looking for that magic and finding that magic. And so the rainbow it's impossible to find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, because there is no end to the rainbow. It is a circle. It's in the center. getting to the center of that self, and you will start to see things in a whole different way. And you'll be turning those experiences, when you can overcome those challenges, when you can say no to the things that take you away from you and yes to you, then you start to recognize, this is the year that I become the creator of my world. And this year is the year, see, Enchanted Alchemist. And so the tree is broken off and she's using the tree, she's repurposing. So we repurpose this old story, this old energy, and we allow it to be transmuted. This is the magic, alchemy, is that this alchemy is that we evolve this story into, from a continual betrayal, continual self-sabotage, into a success story. And this is your year to find your way back into that success, to become the leveled up version of self in some way. And that we have a lot of divine guidance to guide you through this, but this requires listening. So many of my Virgos don't always want to listen to what somebody else says. Even though you're listening, you don't really want to take that advice. You just get in your head, you get impulsive, you want to do what you want to do, and you don't want that advice. And that's okay. You don't have to take that advice. You don't have to listen. But by not listening, by not following through on that, you may be receiving some valuable wisdom that is a support to you, that gives you encouragement and inspiration to continue to keep turning, all those stories and all that old energy into the greatest success of your life. So I do feel like there is this moments or opportunities where the greatest success of your life is waiting for you this year, Virgo, where you can honestly be able to see those things that you've been wanting to accomplish, those accolades you've been waiting for, those moments of change that you've been hoping for, that this is the year that, this may possibly be the ball's in your court for this. But it's totally that free will choice. And remember, no one makes your choices for you. The same way no one brings your emotions online but you, only you. And so, like I said, this is the year that you could, she is the everyday miracle. This is the year you could see miracles unfold. It takes action. You got to do your part in order for things to be happening. If you're going to continue to swim around in the swamp, then, and so beautiful things grow from the murkiest of places. Our most difficult situations, our lowest moments can be our most defining moments. That which challenges us the most is the thing that can give us the strength and the courage for us to rise. When we look in that way, that she is, he is, whoever, whatever you are for yourself, is that this is the year that you may be able to see the shift and the change. It requires to step into that sense of God mind, to step into that open heart, and to just believe in you. And if you believe in you, truly believe in you, you wouldn't self-sabotage. You wouldn't jump into things that are not really for you. You wouldn't be on those paths and those journeys of, oh shit, here I am now in another failed one because I leaped and jumped into something before I was ready for it, or that I thought I wanted, but it wasn't really what I wanted. Interesting. So here we are in these cards, looking in at this story, in this situation. We have 2 of the crone energy. We have 2 in crone. We have 1 in maiden, 1 in mother. So we have the maiden here who has that habit, and who's going through the awakening, but going through the changes, succeeding, but yet can be tempted to fall away from there. The mother is a knowing that I have been there before, and if I can just hold on to those no's, just be at peace with my no's, because my no's, when I use those no's, even for myself, is saying a big yes to myself, and that those no's will often bring about the changes that need to be made. And then we have 2 of the wisdom, which talks about the alchemy. And this is a life where, this is the year where that alchemist energy is working. You step into the archetype of the alchemist, be the change you want to see in your life, because this is where the miracles unfold, and this is where the change begins for you. And that's a big part of the message that is coming through for you this coming year. Now, moving forward with this is, I do see some of you trading in and leveling, trading in on, it could be stocks. It also could be vehicles. It could be cashing in on things. I feel like you could be cashing in some old, some matured insurance plans or something like that that's coming up. And I just like, be aware of what you're getting on that investment and the return. You know, what's the best way to take them out? Is it the best? Now, I'm not a financial advisor at all, but that's just the energy that I have that's coming up, is to pay attention to how, you know, if, are they going to be, is it going to be a wise investment? And how do I take it out without losing more money than I need to lose? And so sometimes you may need to break things down to take out that money. You may need to, you know, take one out in 1 month and in another month take it out again, because you may lose less taxes, whatever that may be. If it is a trade-in of a vehicle, do some shopping around, ask questions. Don't just accept that this is what we're giving you and this is it. You have the, you know, use your voice to negotiate a better deal for yourself, not to just let yourself accept, oh, I just want this, so I'm just going to accept that, because then we're back in the mud again, right? And so if this is a vehicle, don't just get caught up in just purchasing just because. There's an option, there's better options, there's more choices. If one person says no to you in buying a vehicle, it doesn't mean that it is a no. It doesn't mean it's a no everywhere. It doesn't mean it's a forever no. It just means that that wasn't the place, or it wasn't the right time, whatever it may be. But the right vehicle, the right opportunity, the right moment, the right investments, everything is kind of right under your nose. It is right here. It's right in your energy. It is okay to start to look at those things, purchase those things, but that feels like it is coming mid-year, closer to spring type of thing, or into summer. I feel like you're just going to be able to just step into it, and when it's right, it will flow. If it has difficulty, then back away for now. Don't just jump into it. Don't just do it just because. It's just telling us there is something more that is there for you. Temptations, don't fall victim to the temptation. If you are someone who is in a relationship that may be just a little bit rocky, a little bit challenged, don't be tempted to go out and feed that little monster. Don't feel tempted to run off and destroy the things that you have worked so hard for. I don't know who that's for. I feel like that might be a little bit specific. I feel like, you know, if an old flame of the past appears and they're like flattering, or if somebody new comes in and they're like blowing smoke up your ass about how great you are and how wonderful you are, chances are it's just smoke. And that smoke is going to fizzle, and that person will fizzle, and that will fade, and they will have the notch in their belt and or the feather in their hat, and you will be left with destruction and disaster around you. I just feel like it'll just like, it's just going to be, you're going to be left in the rubble. You're going to be left torn, shredded, sad, upset, heartbroken about what had happened. How come? What did I do wrong? What you did wrong, or where you went wrong was in not being able to see that sense of, I'm gonna say it like it is, like the devil in disguise, right? That thing, that kind of Jezebel energy that just kind of comes in and tries to interrupt those areas of our lives. It is temptation. It is tempting you. It is it's challenging you to fight for your light, not to give into the shadows desires, not to give into the darkness within ourselves, to stay within our light, within our truth. If something's not working in a relationship and it's time to leave it first. Get yourself right with you, and then open up your heart again and make yourself available to the right kind of love that aligns with all sides of you, that aligns with all areas of your life. But be specific about what it is you want. This is a year to also set goals. It's a year to really have follow through on those goals. This is also a year of where, you may have to really truly change the shoes you wear and the path that you walk. It's as if there is something that's just like highlighting in the energy of the Virgo. And this could be in just where the planet is. So wherever Virgo is in an astral in your natal chart, this feels like it touches one planet in a particular way that kind of spins, and it just feels like spinning stories. It feels like the stories get spin, but the truth is going to come out in the wash. I feel like it's like truth will come out in the wash. You'll know truth in the wash. Like it'll come out in an area or in a way that does speak a deeper truth to you, that you get to know it, see it, feel it, sense it. Where, yeah, truth comes out in the wash. So you may feel some spinning of yarns that are happening around you, and you may be a part of them. You may be a victim to them, whatever it may be, but all truth is going to reveal itself. And so if there is an unhealthy relationship, and if you've been wondering if the person has been loyal, just trust. Like I just remember someone just saying, give someone enough string and they'll just hang themselves, right? From the in their truth. And that's an old saying. No, we don't want to see that happening in people's lives in a physical way. It's in the saying, it's metaphoric, right? So in a metaphoric way, the truth in if you're being betrayed, if you're not just, if it's not just if you are betraying yourself, but if it is a betrayal story, it will be revealed to you. You will do what you need to do when it absolutely comes. And I feel like it'll be an opportunity for a great healing. Now, that's not for everyone. That's just the kind of energy that is there. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be others. See, making choices. This year is going to be so about, now I'm going to go back to this year is going to be about making choices, right? Stop procrastinating, get clarity. So this is not going to be a year to procrastinate on things, setting goals, having a plan, envisioning your future, whatever that may be. And I just feel like you're going to be sometimes there's just so many options that you're going to have to be laser focused, that it's a good time to get focused. What exactly do I want to focus on? Where do I want to be? And because there's a fine line between our choices, right? And so here's our chariot coming in. And if you sit long enough with the choices and thinking about how you don't want to keep stepping back you don't want to keep stepping back, and you want to keep moving forward, this chariot is saying there is going to be a lot of powerful energy that's here to help you in this, to be able to move forward, to be able to get to that place within where we start to exist and live in such a beautiful, healthy way. Expect the unexpected. I just had to pause because I could hear noise outside and somebody was out. One of my neighbors was out shoveling my snow. We had unexpected snow. Yeah, we weren't expecting that. And so anything could happen. So I'm going back to my chariot here. So this is where this can be, this is a year that you could really truly succeed at a lot of really good things. Does it meet us with challenges? Yes. Is there challenges always around us? Yes. I'm out of breath, but we have the wisdom of the elder, and it's always remembering that we are this little light and there's always something bigger than us. So even when our worries feel like they are bigger than anything, there is also miracles that are bigger than our worry. There is a solution that's bigger than our problem. Sometimes we got to be open to listening, allowing in your angels, your guides, allowing in that divine wisdom to come in to guide you through. I feel like for some of you, you may meet that mentor this year. You're going to find yourself connecting with somebody who you've been wanting to work with for a long period of time, and starting to really work with that person or work with that energy and allowing them to step in a state of grace. I feel like it's like, stop being on the run this year, get some clarity, make some choices. There is going to be choices. For my single people, I do have a relationship coming in. And so when I spoke about, you know, that in that kind of imposter energy getting in, or someone coming in that's not really for you, or trying to interrupt relationships, is that I also have for my singles where, you know, authentic, true people enter in. And so there is Archangel Raphael is the healer energy. And so this is where, when we embrace, you know, when you start to awaken, embrace your own self-love and start to step into the energy of love within yourself, love grows. And when love grows inside of you, love grows on the outside as well. And I just feel like you're just coming into that place of where you're going to be recovered, healed enough to step into a new relationship in some ways for some of you, and to be able to embrace that. I feel like embrace that journey of a relationship. Yeah, I'm just looking in because the blue is really catching my attention. There's going to be places where you're going to need to voice your opinions and thoughts. And it's not about being opinionated to the point of where, you know, everyone has to see life in your way or your view, but it feels as if you get the opportunity to speak about something. For so some of you, you may have experienced some sort of like difficult situation earlier in your life, some sort of traumatic experience. And this feels like the year of where you find your voice, to speak up and to speak out about those experiences in your life. And it's not always about a tell-all kind of story, but this feels like it could even be like a masculine energy where you just feel like it's like men can't speak about that, men can't talk about this and that. But it feels like this is the year where you do speak about this. This is the year of where you do start to talk about these things where when you start to matter to you, and you start to do that healing work, it matters to be able to speak and communicate what it is that you need to say. And so for some of my Virgos, I feel like this may be the year that you may start to speak up and out in areas of your life as well. But there is a lot of success for my Virgos, for my Virgo energy this year. Don't be afraid of you. Don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid of those challenging moments. These are opportunities for you to not to challenge yourself, but to call in your greater strength, your greater courage, your virtuous self. Guide me through this. Give me the power, give me the courage, give me the strength to do the things that I need to do to live my best life. Right? Because here's the fear stories, here's the negative that comes in, those negative thoughts. We are transforming those this year. They are present. This tends to be your go-to sometimes, is this, victimizing ourselves. And so we're a victim of our own negativity and our own negative thoughts sometimes. But there is these real challenges, and your challenges are real. They're not to be discounted. They are here for you to overcome them. They're here for you to release them, to surrender them back, and to just transform. And I feel like it's a year of alchemy for you, where negative turns to positive and where changes happen. So don't rush into creating a new business. Don't rush into all these opportunities too early in the year. Just start investigating, start building a plan, have a good, strong foundation before you step into, the things that you want to be a continual flow through into your future. That's my message for you. If you love these, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I said in the beginning, I am being open to accepting donations, and so that I can keep doing this work for you throughout the year, when I'm back up and running. Also, if you want to purchase my books, my cards, any of those things, please go to CorrieThorne.com, go to the website, and you can purchase my products all directly there as well. I send you so much love for a happy new year, and just embrace and enjoy your opportunities to grow and to evolve, as it is a year of awakening. Much love. Bye-bye.